Hey guys, I'm Jared and you're watching 3DHP. Today we're going to talk about the Fokoos printer. I unboxed this, I think it was a little over a week ago. I done a live stream. I had Liam ask her printer on with me. And since then I've printed a few things. I got a lot of different projects going on. But I wanted to show you this, the Necromancer vase that I'm working on. And it's not done yet, but it's getting there. By the time the video's over it'll be all done. But it's printing really nice. And I'm currently using Yosu rainbow filament that I have. There's been a lot of people that have printed this vase and friends of mine online, and I almost didn't print it, but I'm thinking, you know what? This would look really killer in rainbow. And you know what? It does look really killer. But we're here today to talk about the printer. And, you know, I've been printing with it for over a week on and off, and I haven't had no issues with it whatsoever. It has a nice color touchscreen, and if you slice the part properly with this Wi-Fi plug-in module or something, I have to find out more about it. You'll actually see a picture down here in the bottom corner. I'll show you once this print is done of your model. It'll show you a picture of what you're printing. But it's got a nice little glass bed. I believe it's 235 by 250 tall. It runs off ribbon cables. And what's really cool about this, when you set it up, you take it out of the box, you fold it up, you put in 4 bolts. And in my case, I didn't even have to plug in the 2 ribbon cables. I was ready to print that quick. And it's very nice. And I'll show you their website here from the company and where they're at on Amazon and on Facebook here in just a minute, but it's very cool. You can hear a fan running. I have no other printers or fans running in the room, so all the noise you hear, other than coming from my mouth, is the printer. And I'm hearing the fan on it. It's not that loud, but when fan moves air, it makes noise. I mean, it's normal. It's not a loud printer whatsoever. SD card slot right here inside is going to plug straight into your computer. It's got dual lead screws on it, which is very nice. In the back. Power cord plugs in the back. It's got a 32-bit motherboard on it. 22/8 steppers. You know, it's a nice little printer. Very cool. And they still have some great deals on this online. Very cool indeed. I've had no problems with it. I'm not sure how well the ribbon cable will hold up in time, but at the moment I've had 0 issues with it. Very nice little machine. And here's some other prints that I've done on it. This is in the red PLA. I forget her name, but I'll put it on the screen. I'll link below where you can find this over at my mini factory. I think it's called Scan the World, where people went around the world to different museums and places, and they scan actual artifacts so people can reprint exact replicas. And I believe my layers on this in Simplified 3D were 644, 4 or 5% infill. And a PLA, I ran at 210 and 60 on the bed, but they came out beautiful. And then you already seen this little guy that I printed, Shy Bailiff, I think his name is. That's like a little head of him, I don't know, a bust. And then of course I finally printed a Benchy. Got a little Benchy here, came out real nice. And then on the SD card they also have this little tiny vase. Or vase, wherever you live at, whatever you call it. Real tiny. And this other file I got here, I think I got it off Cults, I believe. I'll link it, but it's like a skull, and it looks like it's pouring out a red liquid. And I set this, and I have staining there from where I glued it. I was told by a friend of mine, Kieran, that if I take a little Vaseline and rub on that, it should get rid of that staining, so I need to do that. And I oriented it wrong when I poured it, and it doesn't want to stand upright. This should hold itself up in the air, but I didn't glue the base on properly, so I have to set it up against something like that, and then it looks like it's pouring, which is very cool. And that's printed in their red and their white PLA. I've got more test prints to do and more things to print in their red and white PLA. They sent me a full roll of each for me to test and review and post pictures online with. And we'll get to check this out in just a minute. I was going to print this in base mode, and I had started in base mode, and I got up probably 2 or 3 inches tall, and for some unknown reason I got a clog. Not really sure why that happened. It usually doesn't ever happen. And I went and grabbed the print off the bed, and it was like pulling apart every quarter of a layer. It was just like pulling apart a 1 millimeter thick. So I went back into Simplified 3D. I have 0 top layers, 4 walls, and 4 bottom layers, 0% infill. That way it's hollow. So this will be very substantial. It's not going to be a print I can just take in my hand and crush. It'll be a nice print with 4 walls and 4 bottom layers. And we'll get to check that out here in just a minute. And here is their red filament that I got from them, and then a roll of white. And what's really cool about these boxes, let me take this out and show you. It has a little plastic window in it. That way it keeps out the air. So when you have this sealed up, it's not completely airtight if you don't have it in a bag and you have your desiccant pack in here, but it's got a little window. And that helps keep out dust and debris. And then here in the 3D printer filament paperwork's very cool. I can get this open. Check out all these settings. It's got settings for the resin, for their filament, print temperatures, bed temperatures, density, flow charts. It has just all kinds of everything here. A lot of really cool information, a lot of tips. It's very nice that the filament manufacturer includes all that for you. Very nice, very nice. And then over here on the white, it's got the same paperwork, of course. Oh, and this one I haven't used yet. Okay, when I printed the white on this model, I printed with their sample roll. They sent you out the sample spool, and it's very cool. It's like a little, I don't know, quarter spool. Let's see what size it says there on it. That's very nice. It's not just a little tiny sample. That's a good size amount of filament there to print with. And then you can always order more. But yeah, here's your white right here. It's still sealed. And it's got the window in there. It's very nice. Let's see what we got here. It's got all their specs and everything on the box. Very nice. But yeah, let's jump over to their the website and I'll show you where they're at online. And then we'll come back and maybe that print will be done by then. And here's their website at fokoostech.com. They've got a 1-year warranty. And straight from the company, they got free shipping. And I'm currently trying out their white PLA and their red. It's easy setup video. Print's great, easy to set up, price is reasonable. Here they are over here on Facebook, the Facebook group for Fokoos. And over on Amazon, the Odin 5 F3 foldable, 99% pre-assembled, meaning 3 easy steps. You simply take it out of the box. I think we've got a picture here. You take it out of the box, you fold it upright, you put in 4 bolts, and in my case, the 2 ribbon cables are already pressed in place, and wham bam, you're printing that quick. And what's really cool about it being foldable, I mean, all printers you could technically take apart, but it would take quite a bit of time to put them all back together. This one, you take off 4 bolts, you throw it in your suitcase, you go to grandma's house, you go on vacation, wherever you go, you can have this set up in minutes in your motel or your hotel room, and you can be printing away. So you don't need to leave your hobby at home. Just take it with you wherever you go. It's very fast, quick, and easy with this Odin printer. And it prints great. Build volume is 235 by 250 tall. It's got a touch screen. It's it's very cool. A lot of info here, and right now on Amazon they're $359.99. And if you check this box right here, you save an additional $70, which is very cool. It's Marlin's open source on it. It has a Wi-Fi module on the board. It has a place right here where you could install a ZYLTECH if you chose to. A lot of different information on it here. Well, here's a picture of the direct drive extruder. On the SD card, it comes with files, so if you don't like this yellow cover for the hot end or the blower duct, you can change that and print that in whatever color you want. It's got a filament runout sensor built into it right here, and the filament should break or anything. It sets off an alarm and lets you know so you can feed in more filament and keep printing. It's got dual Z rods on the back. That's a very nice feature, having dual Z's. You don't have to worry about one side sagging on you. Very nice. It's basically all sheet metal construction. And it has a nice color touchscreen on the front. All the files that are on the card are sliced, have little pictures so you can see what you're going to be printing. And if you add the MKS Wi-Fi plugin, then for your printed model, that way it'll show up on the screen. Now I have Simplified 3D, and I don't think I can add this feature to Simplified 3D, so when I'm printing a couple models on it, I did see the text, I didn't see the picture. But it's very cool. Show you some more pictures of it here, and there we go. Foldable design, 99% pre-assembled. 1, 2, 3, wham bam, you're done. Very cool. And it's got a 1-year warranty on it, weighs 25 pounds. But let's go check out some prints, guys. This is really cool. It's a nice little printer. And yes, I did receive this free of charge. I didn't have to pay for it with the filament, but the opinions are all my own. And as you know, I've been doing this for a very long time. I've got many printers. And yeah, it's a cool little printer, and it's a great deal for the price. Wow. That's awesome. Let it cool down a little bit and I can take it off the bed and we get a closer look. But yeah, pretty much maxed out the printer. Beautiful. Very cool. Let me show you some of those other settings. You go to printing, go to G code, and you can see right there it's got different pictures of different things I was talking about that were already on the card. There's lots of goodies on already, all ready to print. And then if I come right over here, these folders here are things that I've added, and I don't have the little graphical display, but I'll figure out how to take care of that. So that's one thing I wanted to show you. And something else I forgot to show you here. I showed you a picture of it, but I have my zombie Captain America here. It came off of Cults 3D. I've already got him all printed up and I've got him primed, but I showed you a picture and I'll show more pictures here at the end of the video. But he came out awesome. Very cool. It was printed in 3 pieces. The head, the neck area, and then the shield on the base. And that's from the cartoon What If. And yeah, over on Disney Plus. It's very cool. So I got a lot of cool prints here and I've got a lot more to do. I've got more of their red and their white filament to use up. Print some goodies, but yeah, stick around guys. I'll show you some really cool pictures here, and as soon as that vase is done cooling off, we'll move on to it. Wow, it's all done. It's cooled down quite a bit. Wow, very nice. Beautiful. Wow. That rainbow came out awesome from Yosu. Very pretty, beautiful effect. And I believe this is at 300% scale, I'm pretty sure. That's what I sliced it at. And like I mentioned, I didn't use base mode, it didn't work out for me. And my layers are 0 top, 4 perimeter, 4 bottom, 20%, or 0.20 layer height. It's got a 0.4 nozzle on the printer. Beautiful, beautiful. Very nice. Came out great. Oh, and here's another print I forgot to show you guys. Got this over off of Prusa's website. Put all my SD cards and stuff in it. That's printed in a Fokoos red PLA. It's very nice. I'll have links to all this below in the description where you can find all this out. But yeah, they came out beautiful. So yeah, printer's working great. Yeah, no real issues with it yet that I found. And it's a great deal for the price. So, but yeah, that is my favorite print at the moment. People always ask, what's your favorite print? Well, usually it's the one you're printing at the time. And obviously I printed lots of stuff. And I got tons of stuff in boxes. But yeah, it's beautiful. So, appreciate it if you guys give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share. Tell me what you think. Leave me a comment. I'd really appreciate it. And, you know, happy printing, everybody. And you have a wonderful day. So, awesome. That's all I can think to say. Take care, guys.